Hello, Ross. So, weather is nice here. It was cold and yucky yesterday, but supposedly it's nice. I haven't left the house. Um, yeah, so a much deeper topic than normal this week, and about clearing challenges for future generations. I probably don't think of it that that's what I'm doing. I just worry. I'm a worrier, so I don't know how much I actually accomplish for future generations. Um, but I am very concerned about what will be left to my children. I would say that homelessness is not the problem that gives me the most concern. I'm probably more worried about the things that directly affect my kids. I mean, there's sort of a naivete thinking that my kids will never be homeless. I guess maybe we all hope for that. But so for instance, Lena will be starting her good solid government job here in DC this summer, and unless somebody dies and leaves her a chunk of money, or she marries very well, she'll never be able to afford a house here. So instead of homelessness, it's more of a houselessness problem that we're worried about. And that's kind of true everywhere. And she doesn't have the ability to work from home with this job. So, yes. So we have other things we worry about. But I agree that homelessness is not an issue with a lack of housing or a lack of jobs. I think that the biggest contributor to homelessness is mental health, maybe even health in general. I think that we have a healthcare system that is fundamentally broken. You and I have discussed a few times that I think that therapy is amazing and everyone should do it. I read a number of advice columns, and a majority of the time the advice is to go to therapy for relationships or trauma or what have you. The thing is, that is such a privileged response. It almost feels like let them eat cake, because in our society, mental health is not considered real health. So you take a broken system where we're already being extorted by health insurance companies to be treated for the most obvious things, and then say, okay, now we're going to spend money on a condition that you can't test for as easily, you can't see on an x-ray, something that we often just write off as being part of someone's personality and consider them a lost cause. Half of this country is willing to let people die because they can't afford insulin. So then how do you convince people to treat a homeless person for schizophrenia? I agree that we need to be willing to talk about mental health the way we talk about regular health. Heck, some people don't talk about regular health, but you know me, I will tell anybody about my last colonoscopy and and all sorts of things. I'm not ashamed of that. And I'm not ashamed to tell people that, I have ADHD and I take medicine for that, and it's been a lifesaver for me. I don't have a problem telling when I've been treated for depression or anything like that. But I think that I'm in the minority. I don't think everyone is comfortable with that. But then on the other hand, not everybody is comfortable talking about their colonoscopy or, a rash they might have had, like I am. But I think it's a big problem, and I don't know how to solve it. I can rant about healthcare in the United States for a long time, having lived in England and seen how beautiful that could be. But I definitely don't have a solution for homelessness, and that makes me feel a little helpless. So thanks for this real charming topic for this week. It's been it's a hard thing to deal with, because I can't fix it, and I like being able to fix things. I'm a fixer, a doer. So but I miss you and love you, and thanks for giving me something to think about. And I will talk to you later, Ross. Bye.